Hi everyone. So I'd like to start this discussion video by saying that I usually try to keep this channel kind of fun and nice, sweet, and not very serious. But today I'm gonna talk about all the things that have been happening about the racism and stuff. And also, I'm only going to be using one picture. I might use a few other ones, but it's so I can get this out in time. So please understand. So if you don't want to look, or if you're listening to this where you can't look, don't worry, you're not missing out on any funny pictures drawn or something. So let's just start. So, as you guys know, and as you guys can see from my character is dark-skinned, and lately, there's been protests about police violence. There's been many things happening, just like the killing of George Floyd, that raised a lot of protests, and a lot of people got mad about that. More things were happening, like I think there was this married couple and this police barged in because he thought that he was at the wrong address, and sometimes police can do things where they don't knock and they just barge in. He came in and the married couple thought it was a robber, so the husband got a gun and started shooting or something. The police shot back and shot the man's wife, and she died. He was at the wrong address, so I feel like he should have been arrested. You shouldn't do that if you're not going to check if you're at the right address, because a lot of people will think it's a burglar. And it's just sad to think about that. There's also been other things that I don't want to get into also. Some things I don't want to say. But from my experience, I have dealt with racism. I haven't been shot at, luckily, because I probably wouldn't have survived. But it's also only been kids. So, some kids have been learning it from their parents, and they started doing it, and it's not right. And back then, there used to be slavery for more than 400 years. Then after, there was racism, and then stuff happened again, and here we are. A lot of racism. There's been protests. Some of my family went to the protest. I was afraid that they'd be killed. And the world we live in isn't what I don't feel comfortable in the world we live in. Especially when what should I call it? Especially when the bean virus is going around, the one that infects you and you get beans. That's what I'm gonna call it. Especially when the bean virus is here, and a lot of different things like how Kobe Bryant died. That was sad. And at that time, we didn't know what else would be happening. 2020's just been a really bad year. It's just like we're going back in time. I don't know what so it's like we're going back in time, kind of. We have another virus or thing, kind of like the Black Plague. We also have the racism back then. It's just, these are confusing times, and it's just, at these times, people think it's bad what I'm trying to say is people think all cops are bad, and there's people saying that they aren't all bad, but they're meant to protect. But what some of the police are doing are impacting our thoughts about the police, and it's impacting the way we see them, the way that they've been doing stuff makes us think that they're scary. I see them as something that scare me because of what they done to a lot of black people. But they're meant to be seen as protectors. And that's not how I feel. I know they're supposed to be seen as protectors, but the way that some of the police have been doing, it's changed my thoughts about them. So this is the end of the video right now, so I'm not even gonna say what I usually say. I'm not gonna have an end card this video. I just want to say, Black Lives Matter.